Hi, this is Lara at Elliott Wave Gold with your daily analysis for gold after New York's closed for Monday 2nd of September. I'm recording this video now 6:40 p.m. in the evening, New York time. I still have the same wave count at the daily chart level mostly. This downwards movement was deeper than expected. We never got confirmation of the end of this fourth wave correction. I had two hourly wave counts for last analysis. Both of those possibilities are now invalid. It's still a fourth wave correction though, because I still can't see minor wave 3 complete over here, and I can't see a completed impulse from this low to this high. So I'm still expecting that this is a third wave and it's incomplete. The question is, what degree is this fourth wave correction within it? I hadn't considered this possibility previously because, quite frankly, on the daily chart this third wave has a three-wave look. We'll have a look at that on the 2-hourly chart next. Overall, my wave count at cycle, primary and intermediate degree remains all the same, and I'm still expecting we've had a trend change down here. We have a completed zigzag structure over here and the start of a new upwards trend, probably to last 1 to several years. At this stage we have a nice, clean, complete 5-wave impulse up here, a second wave double zigzag complete here, and a really clear, strong trend channel breach of a channel, no matter how we draw it, as a best fit down this long-lasting downwards movement. So this movement should be over and the next wave should be underway. Let's have a look at this structure on the 2-hourly chart. Just before we go there, the target for minor wave 3 is pretty much the same. At 1545 it would reach 1.618, the length of minor wave 1. Okay, let's have a look at this minor wave 3 on the hourly chart or 2-hourly chart today, where the high of minute wave 1 up here is this point up here. It is possible to see from this low to this high a completed 5-wave impulse on the 2-hourly and hourly chart, although on the daily chart it does have a rather 3-wave look because of this movement in here. If we label it this way, then minute wave 3 is just 2.58 longer than 1.618, the length of minute wave 1, and within minute wave 3, minuet wave 3 is 4.37 longer than 1.618, the length of minuet wave 1, and the extended fifth wave for minuet wave 5 is just 1.27 short of 2.618, the length of minuet wave 1. So there are excellent Fibonacci ratios in there. Within this extended fifth wave there's no ratio between 3 and 1, but there is for the fifth wave. It's 3.28 longer than 1.618, the length of the first wave. So if this downwards movement is minute wave 4, we still don't have confirmation that it's complete. We still need to see a very clear trend channel breach, and I've slightly redrawn this best fit channel today. We've got a really strong overshoot at the end of it, which is a really classic indicator with that strong fifth wave blow-off that we may have had the end of it. But we still want to see a nice clear channel breach to have confidence that the fourth wave is finally over and the fifth wave up should then be underway. I've drawn this channel in the most conservative way I can find, from the start of it to the end of this high within the downwards movement, and placing a parallel copy on the end of this low of the double zigzag. We need to see a good couple of hourly candlesticks firmly moving upwards outside of this channel and not touching the upper trend line to have confidence that we're in the new upwards trend. I've redrawn this channel with the changed wave count around upwards movement from 2 to 4 with a copy on 3. I'd expect the fifth wave to be quite likely to end midway in that channel or also about the upper edge. I'm not certain that minute wave 5 is going to exhibit a Fibonacci ratio with either of minute waves 1 or 3 because there's already such a nice ratio between 1 and 3. So when we have structure within the fifth wave unfolded, I'll look at the ratios within it to add further calculation to this target. There is no target calculation at minute degree that is close to this number for minor wave 3 reaching 1.618, the length of minor 1. So that's why I'm just going to leave it now calculated at minor degree only. While we don't have trend channel confirmation that this correction is over, we must accept the possibility of further downwards movement. If minute wave 4 were to move lower, it may not move into minute wave 1 price territory. Movement below 1344.26 would invalidate this wave count. And if that's the case, I'm struggling to see how this could be a completed 5-wave impulse up for minor wave 3. That would be the next explanation, but that's very hard to see. Double zigzags are pretty common structures actually, but triple zigzags and triple combinations are very rare. So when we have confirmation that the second zigzag in the double is over, we can be quite confident that it's highly likely that the whole correction is over, because the only way it could continue further would be as a very rare triple. So when we get movement above the high of this candle here, labelled sub-minuet wave B, then at that stage upwards movement can't be a second wave correction within sub-minuet wave C, which means sub-minuet wave C would have to be over, which means the second zigzag in the double, if I've got it labelled correctly, would have to be over, and so the probability that the whole correction is over would be extremely high. I still expect that downwards movement is a 4th wave correction. I've had the degree of labelling wrong, but I'm still expecting more upwards movement. That target of 1545 will be recalculated at further wave degrees as there's more structure unfolded to analyse. So that target may widen to a zone, or it may change in the next few days. That's all for me today with your gold analysis, and I hope that everybody had a fabulous weekend.